Layne, the woman in white.
As night came, the newlyweds came across a female hitchhiker in a torn white dress. She pleaded for them to take her home. As they pulled him to the address the woman had asked for, it was a memory no one will ever forget. Good afternoon, honorable judges, teachers, and fellow classmates. Today I will be telling you a tale of the woman in white, because I have always been fascinated with scary stories, and just scary things in general, if it doesn't include a scary movie. And a scary picture before bed is the worst. The newlyweds, Regan and Scott, were coasting up the northern California coast to spend their unimaginable honeymoon in a bed and breakfast by the sea. They planned to arrive before dusk, but a heavy fog had made its way on the highway. Their journey was going into dark. They had been an hour and a half away from their cozy hotel with that beautiful seaside view. As they were driving on the narrow and curvy road, they passed a hitchhiker, a young woman with a wispy white dress, standing on the curb. Thumb out. Have fun getting a ride in this weather, Scott muttered. Turn around, Regan demanded. Please, she's all by herself. We have to help her out. We're already late, 2 hours late to be exact. Please? Scott turned around, and as they approached, he noticed that her dress was torn. Her face was as pale as a ghost. As they pulled up, Regan asked, Can we give you a lift? Yes, thank you so much, said the pale woman with relief. She appeared to be in her late teens or early 20s. My parents will be worried sick. Where's your house? Asked Scott. Down the road a little bit, about 10 miles. Across the abandoned gas station is a white house with a rose garden out front. They'll be waiting for me. As they headed to the house, Regan tried to make conversation, but the girl was silent and appeared to be sleeping. Around 15 minutes later, Scott came across an abandoned service station. Is this it? Hey, is this the place? Regan turned around to wake her up and caught her breath. Scott? She's gone. What do you mean she's gone? How can she be gone? Said Scott as they pulled into the drive of the White House. She was right. The woman was gone. A light turned on and an elderly couple came out and was standing on the porch. Can we help you? Asked the elderly man as he looked as though he didn't want the answer. I don't know. We were driving and we picked up a hitchhiker. A girl. And she gave you this address and asked for you to bring her home? Yes. And then she vanished. She nodded. You aren't crazy, don't worry. You aren't the first either. She was our daughter, said the woman. She died 7 years ago on the highway. It was a hit and run, and they never found who did it. So I guess you won't rest till they do. They were speechless. Won't you come in for a cup of tea? You've had a big shock, and I think you'll need it. Thank you so much, but we really have to get going. Scott, can you unlock the car, please? The newlywed couple left just as they came, in stunned silence. I like this urban legend because in a TV series that I watch, it's about the supernatural. In their second episode, it is about the woman in white, and this story happened to the main character, except a little bit more gory. I didn't know this was a real thing until I was doing research and found this story, so I found this really cool.